Hello everyone, welcome back to Lynn's Homestead. We're going to do 3 things to farm truck. One, I'm going to show you how to adjust the clutch. I just need to tweak it just a little bit. Then we got a fuel line and a new filter I'm going to put on. I ran it yesterday. I got the transmission actually doing pretty good. If you've seen the last video, understand is how. Then we're going to change the oil and filter on the thing. So let's get started. But first, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I answer all comments and share with your friends. Let's get into it. Okay. First of all, I know it's a little fuzzy. What I'm going to do is loosen up this nut here and this nut here. There is a nut on the end of that rod right here. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to, well, I'll show you. Okay, I got the ratchet, if I can even see it here. Got the ratchet attached. It's a little hard to do this one hand. We're just going to loosen this up just a little bit. Then I'm going to need both hands for this, but I'm going to put this wrench on here. Now I'm going to turn the ratchet, and it'll be turning it, let me think. I think it's backwards, counterclockwise, and that will tighten the nut up, which will bring this closer to the clutch. So hold on. So I got it. I turn it this way, and that put the nut this way up against here, which will give me a little bit more pedal, so maybe I won't grind so much in reverse. Then we're just going to tighten this up here, and that's it. That's how you adjust the clutch. You can see where it kind of hooks up into the fork with the spring. So that's it. That's step 1 of this video. Okay, now I got my parts. Gonna go from here to here. So the way I had these things figured out, and on the filter, I know it's a little hard to say, but it says in. This from the pump to the carburetor. So we're going to just push this thing in here. Loosen this thing up. Put it to where it goes in between here. And tighten it up. I tell you, these mud daubers wasps been making a nest everywhere. There'll be a video where we're going to be hunting for these devils. Got one down here. Just damn things are everywhere. Okay, now we're going to push this thing down over here. Always make sure you put these clamps to where you can get to them easily enough. That should be about there. Let me get the other one here. Push it on the carburetor. It fits a little too loose for my taste, but make it work. Get up here. These clamps by size is good from 5/16 to 7/8, so I know this thing will crank down pretty tight. Alright, now we connect this to here. We'll loosen up this clamp. Now I got far enough away from here, so we're good. I made this one a little longer because I eventually got to change the thermostat, and to apply heat near a gas line is not a happy thing. So we're going to slip this on here. Tighten this up. You don't want none of this stuff to move. Test if you can turn it. I can't. Then we're going to tighten this thing up. Now I have a c1500. That's a high performance carburetor. That's a square bore. Okay. Another nest up here. Look at that. Want that clean. Alright. So that's it for the fuel filter. Now, I'm going to take you underneath and we're going to drain the oil. Alright, and underneath the transmission, so I'm going to use an adjustable wrench. A little hard to do this with one hand. We're going to see how thick and mucky this is. Yeah, pretty bad. So I'm going to let this drain out and we'll come back. Have to excuse the sun. I got the plug back in. Now we got to get this off. Now, if you remember one of my videos, my GMC Envoy had one of these little sockets. So let me just sit there how I'm going to do this, one-handed. Just hammer it on there. Then, get my ratchet. What we do, we're just going to unscrew it. So I'll be right back. Sorry for the lighting. The sun's coming right through the wheel cylinder. So I just loosen it up. This is kind of like the messy part. Alright. Okay, got it off. You just take a hammer and you tap on this thing and it'll come right off. So, not getting oil on my phone. There it is. So I would like to do is clean it off with a rag. Wipe everything down. There you go. So, we're going to come out from under the truck and I'll show you what we're going to do with the new filter. Okay. The filter it takes is what I use. It's Fram. It's a pH 5. Amazing enough, I actually got this from work at Lowe's. Hey, I mean, it was, what? With my discount and tax, 10 cents difference. Now, my truck has about 133,420 miles on it. That's original. What I plan on using here is a synthetic blend, 10W40 SAE high mileage DTX. I've always had good luck with Castrol. A lot of people use them in their racing engines. So what we're going to do, since this filter fits straight up, it's a good idea to try to pre-fill the thing. Put some on the gasket. So we're going to get in there, so just add a little bit more. And that's good. Now I'm going to screw this thing on and meet you up top. Okay, now when you're turning this thing on, hand tight only. No wrench, no nothing. Now I got it tight. That's why I like Fram has this rubber on. It makes it easier to grab. So we're going to get up top. I got to go get my funnel and we're going to get the oil in it. Okay. Now these valve covers I got were meant to have a little rubber push thing. I didn't like them. So I did a little customization to them. I just notched these things so I can put one of these on. I got a breather over there. So, you just put the funnel in here. I use a specific funnel for this because it's the only thing that really holds up. Wish I could use something else, but you got to use what you have. The big funnel's too much, and the big funnel I like to use for my diesel fuel. So that's good. Now this is all real, this ain't no fake. So we're going to slowly put this in. Because it's going to fill up that valve cover. It's going to take a little while to get down in the engine. Sometimes you can lift it up and it'll go down a whole lot faster. Now, I'm going to show you, after we get this thing in, before we start the engine, I want to show you what I think each of you should do with your vehicles, whether it be a car, a truck, motorcycle, whatever. I keep a log on everything. I started doing it years ago because I couldn't remember when I did something. You lose the receipt. Some people keep receipts in the glove box. Some just throw them away. Well, when you put in parts in its lifetime warranty, you want to keep everything intact. Don't just scrunch them up and throw them in a drawer. Separate them, put them in a filing cabinet. This truck is 50 years old. It is the original engine, the original transmission. The only thing that's not original on this thing is the carburetor. Now, what I do with the old containers, I put my old filthy gas in. I just use the same funnel. I'm in here, and I pour it in there. So we're going to pull this thing out, stick it in here. Wipe down all the surfaces. And then we'll put this thing on. I know it's a little awkward putting it on, but there. And that's it for the oil change. So I'm going to take you inside the cabin. I want to show you my logbook. Okay, here's a logbook that I keep. Like I say, I got 420 miles on this truck. I wrote down new 12-inch clutch kit, oil and filter, changed new fuel line and filter. I didn't write down what. Not too long ago, I tuned everything up, but I want to do a fine tuning on the engine. Then, let's see. Yeah, 20 miles ago, I had to do the brakes. Then I was checking on like fuel mileage and everything. Then I have U-joints, slip joints, all that good stuff. Oil and filter. Looks like last time I changed the oil was 2010, so it's about 12 years past due. But I only put probably about 3,000-4,000 miles. I put like a synthetic in it then. I put 2011, I put a new cam, timing chain set, oil pump. That was no fun. 2009, I put a brand new distributor in it. And at that time, it was like 14.5 miles per gallon. Alternator, power booster, wheel bearings. Let's see. 1171. I had to replace, not long after I got the truck, I had to replace the head and intake gaskets because they were rusted away. Mind you, when you get a truck and it sits, there's a lot of things that go bad. The passenger side exhaust manifold, the only way to get it off was to break it off. So, when I bought the truck, let's see. I know I bought it in April. That's funny. Now, you remember I had 133, 460, or 420 miles. When I bought the truck, that's how many miles was on it. So, these are all the things I've done. Keep a logbook on what you do. That way, you know what you did to the truck and when. All right, let me get you set up here. We're going to start this thing up. All right, it's running. Original engine. Been 3 months since the back wheel's been on the ground. I still got work to do on this thing, so I'll be bringing you along on the whole adventure. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Leave a comment, and I'll see you next time here in Lynn's Homestead. You have an awesome day, and God bless.